Hello everyone. I'm trying to do a YouTube video today, which is not easy because all the kids are home from half term and it's so noisy in here. It's like chaos. Trying to get any writing done is almost an impossibility. But I have some exciting news for you today. John Taylor, who wrote Final Shift and is going to do a lot more stories for Mr. Creepypasta's channel, he and I actually live in the same town, village, whatever. And we are getting together and we are going to just open and do our own YouTube channel. So, yeah, exciting times. I'm looking forward to that. So, my stories are going to be on the channel. There's going to be his stories on the channel, obviously. I have another stable of writers who I know who are going to give stories to the channel as well. We won't be able to pay them straight away, which I've told them. But as we grow, obviously, we will. But we've got many things coming to the channel. We're going to be doing the Broken Messiah story. The full novelisation is going to be on that channel. And I'm thinking that the Broken Messiah end of the story that you've been hearing on MCP, that timeline is going to be finished on that channel. Also, we're doing the prequel to the Masterson Chronicles are going to be on that channel. And a prequel that I've been writing to Hellbound is also going to be on that channel eventually. So the main focus is to eventually shift from writing for MCP and just putting exclusives of my writing onto my own channel eventually. Of course, with this strong northern accent, I won't be doing the narration. John's going to be doing the narration, and he's got he does a lot of poetry and readings at places, so he's got a good voice for it. And we're probably going to throw in a few sound effects as well. Eventually, we're considering making animations to go with the stories, moving into that, and maybe even with a crowdfunding some small movies made, maybe, depending. We've got a lot of big ideas. It's all up in the air at the minute. I'm just trying to explain to you what the thought process is, what we're thinking of doing. We're also going to read some classics. So we're not just going to, we don't want to be a creepypasta channel. We want to be a story channel. So we're going to do things like classics like Dracula, some Lovecraft, some H.G. Wells as well. And we're also going to do, I might be all right at this bit, we're going to do some ASMR stories. So for when people want to sleep. So I'm thinking if I use my deep northern voice and talk very slowly like this, that I might be able to pull it off. So I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, we're also going to do, and we've already got this set up actually for our first place and got permission. Once a month and maybe once every 2 months, we're going to go to a haunted location and stay there overnight and video it for you guys and tell you the history, the backstory, and everything else that's coming with the location. So, any backstory, the ghost stories, the things that people have seen, that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're going to be doing all that. So it's going to be a fun time. And I think we've already started investing in the correct audio equipment and getting a small studio set up. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of this face and John's face as well. So we're hoping to get fully set up by winter, the end of the year, and hopefully start recording by the early next year. Sorry, excuse me. Early next year. February, March kind of time to get our first recordings out. So I'm hoping all you members of the channel will come across to that channel as well with me. Start listening, but eventually it will be exclusive. Exclusive. So if you want to hear my stuff, you're gonna have to go to that channel eventually. So yeah, there's my exciting news. On a different front, where are we at with the writing? Mr. Creepypasta has the next Eurydice story. He also has Broken Messiah, which he's had for about a year, but he says it's now on his recording list. I don't know what happened with that story. Hellbound was going along nicely and we finished it. The Family was going along nicely and we finished it. The Masterson Chronicles were going along nicely and we finished it. But for some reason, Broken Messiah seems to have got lost in translation, which I really don't understand, because each story has something like 54,000 views, like something of some such. It's well over 100,000 in 5 episodes. So people like that story, and people ask me for that story on other stories of mine all the time, saying, "Oh, what's happened with the Broken Messiah? When can we hear more Broken Messiah?" And I've got a full novelisation of that story, which is going to be, like I said, on my channel eventually. So yeah, I don't know what's happened there. He says it's in his recording list, but I don't know how long his recording list is. He's got more things happening in his life, bless him, with his dad and everything else. So he's had a rough couple of years. He has. So things have slowed down a bit on his channel, but sometimes you've got to work through these things. I don't want him to lose, miss out, because obviously in America as well, you've got to pay for all those bills, haven't you? It's not like over here where the NHS takes care of things for you. So it's a catch-22 in it. He's not got time to record, but he's got all these bills he needs to pay. But I don't know. It's a quandary. It really is for him. But yeah. Anywho, I've got the next City Midnight ready as well, so that'll be going off soon. It's all finished. It's all edited, polished. It's ready to go bang. When he can afford to pay me for it, which, like I said, I'm not sure. I've lowered some of my prices a little bit for helping out, so I'm doing smaller segments now. So I usually charge by word. As a writer, you charge by word count. So I'll be probably breaking the stories down into shorter sections. Instead of selling like 10,000 words, I'm going to do 5 and then charge accordingly. So it's not as a big a hit for him. So yeah, so all for that help him out, and his channel can start picking right back up again. But yeah, anywho, just a quick video, just let you know what's happening. I know I've not been on for a while, so I'm going to start going live soon at some of these haunted locations, probably even before the channel comes out soon with John, because we've got a couple right here where we live. There's a graveyard here where we live where people hear children crying all the time, because there was a big pandemic here back in the day. I can't remember exactly what date. I think it was around the late 1700s. Typhoid broke out here. There's a mass grave in the local graveyard, which actually dates back to 1600. And people say they hear children crying in that graveyard at night sometimes. So yeah, whether that's true or not, I don't know. I'm sort of impartial on these things. I don't know whether to believe it or not. I can't say I'm a believer, but I can't say I'm a non-believer either. I kind of just go and check it out with an open mind and see what happens. So I'm going to go live, I think, at some point in that graveyard one evening with a torch and see what we can see, just as a practice for the new channel. But the new channel will be obviously a lot more professional than what I'm doing here. I'm just on a phone in my office. So yeah, we're going to have the right equipment, everything set up. So yeah, exciting times. New channel coming, plenty on that channel. Interviews, stories, videos, films, excursions, ASMR. It's going to be a great channel. It really is. We're going to put a lot of effort into it, and hopefully you'll join us there. Cheers, guys. Have a great day.